Hi everyone, I'm Wafa Lango and welcome you all in Grammar in Detail. If you are new and not subscribed the channel, so please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon to get some more videos about the ditransitive verbs from active voice into passive voice. So let's begin. Today we will be discussing the ditransitive verb find from active voice into passive voice. Before starting find from active voice into passive voice, we need to discuss a little bit the definition of ditransitive verbs or the detransitive verbs. Di or d means to, and transitive which can be changed into passive voice, and verb which shows an action. So those verbs which need two objects and can be changed in passive voice into four ways. You can change them into four ways are called the d or the ditransitive verbs. They need one direct object and one indirect object. Direct object means all non-livings and indirect object means livings. So all non-livings are called the direct object and all livings are called the indirect object. They need one direct and one indirect object. Why? They need two objects, the number one the direct and the second one indirect. And if you bring one of the objects, so the meaning won't be clear and understandable. Sometimes the meaning will be wrong. If I say he finds me, now what does he find me? It is not sure. And if I say he finds $100, now a question arises, whom does he find $100? And if I say he finds me $100, so the meaning is clear that he finds me, and what does he find me? $100. And he finds $100 to whom? Me. And me comes usually at the beginning and dollars at the end. Why? Because we bring indirect object first and then after that direct object. But if you want to shuffle the places, means the indirect you will bring at the end and direct at the beginning. So your indirect object means me will be followed by a preposition. He finds $100 to me. So this is way to change them into active voice in how many ways? Two ways. Main target, how we are going to change it from active voice into passive voice into four ways, so that we are going to discuss. In previous lecture we discussed used to as a modal auxiliary verb, and here we will discuss used to as a structure. And I told you when it is a modal auxiliary verb, in previous way you will be changing it into passive voice, and if it is a structure which we are now going to discuss, so you will be changing it in this way as it is mentioned in this slide and the next slide. First we will be having the simple sentences of the ditransitive verb find in modal auxiliary, the structure used to from active voice into passive voice. What are simple sentences which make simple statement? She used to find us $1, and used to is, keep in your mind, whether is a structure or a modal auxiliary verb, it is used for past habits and actions. This should be in your mind. For past habits and actions we will be using it. She used to find us $1. She used to find $1 to us. In passive voice, if you want to change it, your here subject when takes the place of object, it becomes er in this sentence. So over here er is not called object. When it takes the place of object in passive voice, so there it will be called agent. And what is agent? It tells us who does an action in a sentence. So keep in your mind, here action is being done by er. So er will be your agent instead of object. And when you bring the indirect object or the direct object at the beginning, like us changes into we and again $1, so there we in first and second sentence and $1 in second, third and fourth sentence will be called not here the subject. Their object, when they come in the place of subject, they will not be called the doer of an action subject, but they will be called the title or topic subject. And what is title and topic subject? It means which we are talking about is called the title or topic subject. Now there are four ways to change them into passive voice. When we comes in the first and second sentence, keep in your mind, by er will come at the beginning, $1 at the end, $1 at the beginning, by er at the end. And when $1 is coming at the beginning in third and fourth sentence, so by er will come at the beginning, to us at the end, to us at the beginning, by er at the end. We were used to be fined by $1. We were used to be fined $1 by him. $1 was used to be fined by her to us. $1 used to be fined to us by her. Over here, keep in your mind, D is silent. It is not pronounced, and not even you won't pronounce it, but you will write it here, but not pronounce it. This should be in your mind. Negative sentences, those sentences in which we deny the statement, reject the statement, and refuse the statement are called negative sentences. She did not used to fine us $1. She did not used to fine $1 to us. We were not used to be fined by her $1. We were not used to be fined $1 by her. $1 was not used to be fined by her to us. $1 used not to be fined to us by her. Next, we have got the interrogative sentences. Those sentences in which we ask questions and put queries are called interrogative sentences. Did she used to fine us $1? Did she used to fine $1 to us? Were we used to be fined by her $1? Were we used to be fined $1 by her? Was $1 used to be fined by her to us? Was $1 used to be fined to us by her? Next, we have got the formal sentences. Their complete name is negative, interrogative, formal. What are formal sentences? Those sentences in which we ask question, deny the statement, and we ask them in a formal way, polite way, respective way. We use it with our elders, with our seniors. Like, did she not used to fine us $1? Did she not used to fine $1 to us? Keep in your mind here, the D won't come. Like, in passive voice, were we not used to be fined by her $1? Were we not used to be fined $1 by her? Was $1 not to be fined by her to us? Was $1 not to be fined to us by her? Informal sentences, those sentences in which we ask question, deny the statement, and we ask them in an informal way are called informal sentences. We ask them in a friendly atmosphere. We ask them with our juniors, youngers, and with whom you are free with them you will be using the informal sentences, and their complete name is interrogative, negative, informal sentences. Did she used to fine us $1? Didn't she used to fine $1 to us? Weren't we used to be fined by her $1? Weren't we used to be fined $1 by her? Wasn't $1 used to be fined by her to us? Wasn't $1 used to be fined to us by her? So these are the sentences of ditransitive verb fine from active voice into passive voice in a structure used to. Hope today's lecture is clear to you people. Wish you best of luck. See you next time with next lecture. Goodbye.